It's an interesting question to be asked. How can you let someone that you love or care about do that? And the truth is, you can't hold them back.
We would like to be the first official vintage class motorcycle that goes 200 plus and gets the record and joins the 200-mile club. My bikes are designed with minimal frontal area, and the way I do it, I consider the rider, I look at the rider as something that can benefit the aerodynamics, and which in this case, the rider, I thought it could be like a fairing, so I designed the bike in such a way that the rider hugs the frame, hugs the whole design, and the bike, yeah, it's not complete until the rider and the bike are together. I believe in 2008, I met Jalika in New York City. It was Fashion Week, so she was modeling.
He was going to ask me, hey, do you want to be a race team? And I thought, okay, let's do it. And he said, well, what kind exactly? And we started looking at pictures, and we realized that we both loved vintage motorcycles. So we started doing that shortly after we moved in together, and we started looking for parts because we couldn't really afford a whole bike. So we went to swap meets, we started looking on eBay, we started looking everywhere for parts, and slowly we built our first bike and took it out to Bonneville in 2011. That was our first time out there. And our first race.
El Mirage, Dry Lake, it gets windy and dusty, so it's not just the challenges where you're trying to overcome the racing conditions, but also the nature. My race team, one, Jalika, and myself. We're known for making these old vintage engines run on nitromethane and get some good results. Nitro is always special. It's more exotic. Like nitromethane is basically a liquid form of nitroglycerine, which is dynamite. What you need to make it work with nitromethane, I believe it's your frame design, and I think the cam timing and the ignition timing is really important because nitromethane is not forgiving, you know. When something goes wrong, aluminum starts to melt.
It's strange when you're out there at the starting line, all of a sudden you realize that you're letting someone that you care about do something really crazy and dangerous. But up until that moment, I try to focus on the task at hand, which is just to make sure that the bike is as safe as possible and that everything that we rehearsed is ready, and that we're ready. When someone is a creative and they have an idea, even if it's dangerous, sometimes you just have to let that person do what they're meant to do. And I think there's a part of my brain that turns off because I know for myself as an artist, I like to have the freedom to do what I'm meant to do. So I'd like to go ahead and allow that for somebody else.